Hi, good morning, Nisi.
Hey,
How are you?
Good
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us already.
I know, it must be a long drive.
It's about a 5-hour drive.
So let me show you what's going on.
Okay, so right here is where you're hearing the activity?
No, we don't hear the activity here. That's where the access is.
Oh, okay.
The activity that we hear is behind this wall. And especially it started more around here, but now we are also hearing a little bit on the higher side.
Okay, when was the last time you heard something?
Even yesterday.
Yesterday?
They are here.
Okay. I don't want to drive all the way out here and not catch a rat.
No, you will.
Now, quick question. Which bathroom would you rather us open
This
up?
one.
This one. Okay. Is there an attic? I know it's partial attic.
There is no attic. It's a partial attic. So what I can show you is, by the way, we have at least called 10 agencies, rodent agencies here locally. None of them have been able to fix this.
No way.
Yeah.
10 of them?
Because they come, they look at this and they're like, we don't open walls. And then they're like, sorry. So they have done a lot of things
Up on the roof.
Up on the roof, they have sealed everything. They have taken a full perimeter. Everything is sealed from the outside.
Okay. Well,
all of those things.
We're going to double check.
You can double check all of that.
Absolutely.
And then this is another one where there is some access.
But you've never heard anything, and when the other pest controllers inspect, did they ever inspect in here?
They did, but it's been a while. Now I'm seeing that if you open this, you will see that there is some insulation breach. So I'm wondering if they are somehow
traveling from here. Okay. Well, we're going to get set up. I'm going to do an inspection on the perimeter.
Okay.
You've watched our videos, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. There's a few vents on the roof.
Okay.
There's a few vents on the roof that we also sealed, just to make sure that they are not going in and out from there.
Okay.
One of the agencies, they came up with like a one-way door.
Oh. Where did they
you know what that is? They put it on the...
Oh, for the dryer vent?
Yeah. No, not the dryer vent. It's like a sewage vent, I think. I don't know.
I'll take a look to make sure it's okay. Okay. None of these traps worked?
No.
So you can see why we had to drive all the way out here. He's hired 10 local pest controllers. All of them walked away not knowing what to do and how to handle this situation. So it's going to be interesting what we find here. All right, so while the crew's getting prepped inside, let's go up on the roof. Let's do a visual inspection to make sure everything got sealed up properly. Take a look at that one-way valve that he was talking about that the other pest controllers installed. Oh, interesting. So they used, for the sewer rats, what they did is they took this for the rats. That's cool, I like that. That is super cool. Okay, so just so you know, this would never work, because if you haven't closed off their entry point down in the wall, they're just gonna stay down in the sewer. That's where they get their food source. They come right back into that wall, and that's where they nest and sleep. That's where they get away from it all, is nesting inside of your wall. But then they go back down the pipe, and that's how they get their food source. So they would never, ever, ever come up this pipe and be like a roof rat and come outside, because there's nothing out here for them. But I do like the idea. Cut that out.
Yeah, the crawl space inside.
A crawl space? I'm gonna smell the vent, and then I'll go back down there and see what you're talking about. Okay, so we gotta pull this off. Why? Because we gotta do our sniff test here to see if it is evidence that it is a sewer rat. Whew, it smells like sewer rats. I can taste it on my tongue a little bit too.
Cut here, right?
Yeah. Yeah, there's going to be a 3-inch vent that picks up both toilets. I smelled it. Right here. Yeah. What'd you find, boss? Oh, you opened that up?
You can see the droppings. We have put some poison there, but it never worked.
This pipe right here, Nishi, it goes up and then it 45s into the wall to pick up the toilet vent.
Okay. So somehow they are in the space, in the wooden space that you see between these two.
Yes. We're going to have to close this during our smoke test just so we don't run them out. And then when we do our smoke test, we'll remove it to inspect.
Okay. Water and some juice and some snacks here in case you get
We only drink beer, Budweiser. That's all we drink. Just kidding. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We have the smoke going in. We're getting a ton of smoke. That means that there's a break in your sewer pipe. We're gonna get the machine set up.
Run the smoke?
Yeah, let's tell them to run the smoke. I think it looks like it's gonna be lower. Hit the smoke for just a little bit. Set this outside for a second. Put this side on the sun.
Oh yeah. They're in there.
They're in here.
I think they're trying to get away from the smoke. Sure that. You got something?
Yeah, boss. It's gotta go lower. So somebody used this rubber and two clamps. They Mickey Mouse this. The city sewer rats came up here. They dove down. They sensed this weak spot, and they chewed right through it. Oh, it's a mess right there.
What does this pick up? The tub?
This picks up the tub vent. Yeah, comes this way. This picks up the lav. Get your socket. Let's get all this out of here. Yeah, good folks. Here's the hole right here. Coming through here, through the wall, and then nesting here. That doesn't even fit. Big gap.
Should I go open the crawl space?
Yeah, go check that crawl space. That's what they should have done instead of putting that rubber piece and leaving that gap. Okay, you guys, so this is the new pipe here. It's plastic, right? But what we do is we line it with metal and close it off, so that way coming from the pipe back in here, they can't chew this plastic or can't get through it. Now what we're going to do, because there's moisture, condensation buildup, we don't want this to rust out. So this is what we're going to do to waterproof this and seal this up. So we'll leave this in the sun to let it cure a little bit. All right, guys, look at how clean this is. We went ahead and coated the walls and the 2x4s. The reason why we do this is because it covers all of the rat urine, their pheromones. We'll let this dry, and then we're gonna give it a very aggressive enzyme treatment inside here. Okay, so you see we have our exhaust tube because we don't want all of that rat urine contamination being blown inside the indoor air. So that's why we set this air duct. As we're sucking all the contaminants, it's blowing through here, discharge to the outside. No!
You want to do little by little.
It's good for just to go inside, and then we'll
Coat it from the outside?
coat it, yeah. Okay. Take the rest of this two-part epoxy and we smear it right here between the pipe and the cast iron, so we get a nice even seal. We don't get any sewer odors coming out of there. Now that is rat proof. We are fully activated. I'm telling you, this is the ultimate snap trap you can get for mice and rats. I can't tell you guys, this has just been extraordinary. It's been a game changer. Lock it in right there. I'm gonna go do all the drywall patching and mudding that bathroom up so they can get their bathroom back. And all of the trapping is gonna take place from underneath that tub. So now we're gonna go cover that 4-inch pipe with our rat caps. All right, so we're gonna take the no-hub coupling, put on this 3-inch cast iron pipe. This is not ABS, or else this would just glue right on top of the ABS, but because it's cast iron, we've got to put just a little piece of ABS in between to make a proper connection. And so let's get this pipe installed here first. This is transition glue, but you can use ABS. And you ready? Just glue that bad baby on just like that. Done. The rat caps are awesome because once this dries, if your plumber ever needed to come up on the roof and service this line, like run a cam or a snake, this dome part snaps off so he can run his equipment down, and then it snaps right back on, so you're not having to damage the wire mesh and the silicone that most pest controllers install when they do exclusion work on your vents. So this is UV protected as well, and no, rats guaranteed will never chew through it. And if they do, we'll give your money back. So I just glued this on the 1.5 inch. The cool part is, if you need a plumber to access this, these just snap on like this. Okay. And then this got all sealed up too. We nailed it. And again, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, alrighty.
And I will write, I will not forget, I will write a very raving review for you.
Beautiful. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Your happiness means more than anything. Awesome.
All right, thank you.
All right, good job, man.
All right, good job.
Well, it's just a waiting game now to see if he's got rats in those walls, and that's what we're gonna do, is monitor for the next week. So that's the best part of my job, is when homeowners are happy, extremely happy with the services. He was just expressing that he's had 10 to 12 different companies out here, and what we've done was just total peace of mind, knowing that he has the right company that did the right job, the sanitization, all of the details that goes into these jobs. Just a lot of peace of mind. He'll never have a rat issue again. Let's wait and see what we trap here, you guys. Leave in the comments. You think we're gonna have rats in that wall, or do you think they bail down the drain? That's why we put the cameras. This job definitely deserves the rat dance.
Another successful rat extermination. Job solved. We will see you